I'm in a very happy mood today, so let's just talk about it. What's up, bitches? So, does anyone remember a while back when I made a video talking about how Joshua Feuerstein is going up against Keith Bell for Texas State House? Well, this past Tuesday was the election, and before we get to the results of the election, I want to take a look at Joshua's 2 campaign ads that he released, not on TV, but on his Facebook fan page. So let's just get right down to it, shall we?
Hey guys, my name is Josh Feuerstein, and I'm running for Texas State House. But let me tell you why.
Alright, this should be good.
I, much like you, am tired of getting over on property taxes.
Alright, so the property tax in Texas is 1.81%, depending on where exactly you live at. So how exactly do you plan on fixing it? How do you explain, how do you plan on lowering the housing taxes, the property taxes? Please explain.
That's right. When my wife, my 6 children, and myself bought this little farmhouse right here in the middle of this beautiful Kaufman County, well, we decided that we had to remodel it. Why? Well, because it had been around for 30 years and things had gotten old and outdated and moldy and mildewy. So we had to rip out the kitchen and replace it with a brand new one. That's my dad right there. It's a 3rd generation Feuerstein who, well, is a general contractor. We've been in this business for a long time.
Interesting how you're not actually helping your dad remodel the kitchen. Such an all-loving and all-caring son making his dad do all the hard work.
Which is why we know how to fix a house. So my dad came to help me remodel this house, so I had time to go to Austin and remodel your house, the House of Representatives.
Okay, did you go out and campaign in Kaufman County at all? Did you go door to door in any neighborhoods and campaign there at all? Or did you just spend your time online being a fear/hate monger like you always do?
So I'm asking you this March, well, I'm asking you to vote for Joshua Feuerstein for Texas State House. Because look, my opponent Keith Bell and all of the other flip-flopping rhinos, well, these people have been in power for far too long. In fact, my opponent has been a politician for almost 30 years.
30 years, huh? Now, I looked online, and I could be wrong here, but Keith Bell was elected to the Texas State House in 2018. I couldn't find anywhere before that, unless you want to count him being on a school board as a part of his political career.
So it's time to retire him and put someone in the House that knows how to fix it. So I'm Josh Feuerstein, and I'm asking for your vote this upcoming March. And yes, I do approve this message. God bless. Have a beautiful day.
And that was the end of the first ad video that you released for your campaign. You didn't really explain how you were going to end property taxes, but whatever. Now, after making that lovely video, Joshua released his second ad campaign video on the exact same day. Let's take a look at it, shall we?
Hey guys, my name's Josh Feuerstein, and I'm running for Texas State House.
Okay, hold on. First question. I have several questions for this part, but mainly the first question. Why are you standing next to a fire truck? Did you rent the fire truck just to be relatable? Or was there an actual fire and you just asked the department to use it in your political ad?
But you see, I've got a lot of campaign consultants and managers that tell me that I should never say anything negative about my opponent and just let the PACs do the dirty work.
Exactly. You should have listened to your advisors and just let the PACs do all the dirty work. Speaking of PACs, you ran a very specific PAC back in 2019. It was called Viral PAC. You raised over $30,000 $100,000 in that pack. And then it just vanished overnight, with zero of the proceeds going to any political candidates in 2020. And what's even strange is that you never explained what happened to it. Interesting indeed.
But here's the reality. I was also raised by a father who told me that, well, if you got something negative to say, that you should say it to a man's face, so here it goes.
Interesting. Because when I was growing up, I was always told if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all. But of course, when it comes to people like you, it's always good to speak out against your BS.
I'm tired of being represented by a weak-kneed, limp-wristed rhino.
Oh, of course you call Keith Bell a rhino. Yeah, just call Keith Bell a rhino. Just ignoring the fact that, he is an anti-abortion, pro-gun conservative. No, the only reason why you're going after Keith Bell is because he dared to vote for the impeachment of one of your sugar daddies, this time being Ken Paxton.
By Dade Phelan's right-hand henchman. A guy that, but Texan taxpayers and family values groups have given an F rating. A man that voted to impeach Ken Paxton, the most conservative attorney general in the history of Texas, if not the United States.
And there it is. The main reason you're going after Keith Bell is because he voted to impeach your sugar daddy, Ken Paxton. Also, the greatest attorney general in Texas history? Yeah, sure, I'm sure committing voter fraud and stealing votes in the biggest Democrat city, being Houston, Texas, isn't really considered great.
I think someone needs to ask Keith why. I mean, why? Really? Why do you continue to allow Democrat chairs and allow Democrats to take over the House?
Because people vote. Why are you so against people voting Democrat? People have the right to vote who they want to vote for. And I hate to break it to you, Josh, Keith isn't the one who has the power to do what you're asking him to do. The people do. The same people you are asking to vote for you. But let's be honest real quick. We all know for a fact that if you ever got into any form of political power in any form of office, you would be against people voting, and you would be 100% in favor of a dictatorship.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have to put a stop to that, and that's why I'm asking that this March you vote Josh Feuerstein for Texas House. I promise you one thing, I've got a backbone and a loud voice, and I'm going to use it to represent you.
If by backbone you mean block anyone with a difference of opinion, then yeah, sure, we'll go with that. If by loud voice you mean silence anyone who's against you, then yeah, sure, we'll go with that.
So on March 5th, I'm asking for your vote. Until then, God bless you, your family, and yes, God bless Texas.
And that was the result of your second campaign ad. I'm sure it was very effective. Now, after those two videos were made, Josh decided to go on and do his usual typical BS. Slander, hate speech, making threats against CPS workers, and pretty much women who want reproductive rights. The typical BS that he always spews. But finally, March 5th came, and what was the result of the election? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Joshua Feuerstein got absolutely destroyed on the election on March 5th. What is actually really sad is that he couldn't even crack 50% in any of the counties that he was running for. That is extremely fucking sad. I will say this though. It is very concerning that there were 5,000 people that voted for him. But my guess is that they were all part of his insane fan base. Because despite all of that, he couldn't even reach 50%. And he got absolutely destroyed by Keith Bell. And I absolutely love that for you, Josh. Oh Oh, it's so good to see that happen. It's so good when idiots like you fail. Surprisingly, though, he hasn't made a single post saying that, oh, the election was rigged. But give it a while, and he'll definitely be posting something pretty soon. But to end this video, Josh, you had zero chance of winning. You didn't campaign anywhere. All you did was post 2 campaign ads. You ran a BS town hall that was nothing more than just another preaching opportunity for you, and then went to one singular event where Keith Bell was at. You got trounced in the election, and you know you did. And now you can add Joshua Feuerstein, failed political candidate, to your long list of failures. I'm Egghead. Thanks for watching. Get fucked, Joshua Feuerstein. Oh my god. Oh my god. He couldn't even get to 50%. That is so sad. Kaufman County, congratulations. You fucking saved. You did good, Kaufman County. Holy shit.